Okay, round number 2. We have won the roll, and yeah, we'll play first. All right, so we have a 2, a 3, another 2, and yeah, this is an easy keep. This ring is proven to be pretty good already. I can just already tell that whenever I have it and I have some green creatures, I feel pretty comfortable because I can turn any of them into a big threat. You want a clan invite? That you can have. All right. Okay, we played our land. I'm a little behind on my messages things. Ooh, even hit a little spicy number there. All right, so we're going to get to attack for 3 with our Deadly Recluse, most likely. That's pretty sweet. Oh, yeah, definitely. Ooh, and Staff of Nin eventually is going to be awesome. I don't think I need to show him the mountain here. And I do think I actually still like attacking. I could trade these off if I wanted, but let's get some beats in. We can trade off later if we want. Also, I kind of want to encourage a race in case we hit some lands in a row and can get in with the Staff of Nin. He's green-white, it looks like, though, so probably not like the all-time best, but pretty good still. Hit for 2, sure. Yeah, you got me. Now, what's his follow-up? Intrepid Hero. Well, that's interesting. So Intrepid Hero has tap, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Now, we don't have anything like that currently. Also, Intrepid Hero dies to Staff of Nin, so that should be plan A. So for now, though, I think we have 2 pretty clear attacks. I think that I'd like to give the Yavis Force Mage Trample, although he's not blocking anyway. Guy's asking if I'm doing a video for Academy. And, well, yes, I am. Okay, so let's get the ring down. Let us equip said ring. And let's just bash. So what we can do here is, if we get lucky and hit a couple of lands in a row, then we're just super happy. That's fine. If we don't, before this thing gets to 4/4, we can move the thing off, or we can unsummon his Intrepid Hero and just set him back a bunch. We could just Searing Spirit, but I really want to Staff of Nin him. Like, I really want to staff. Very happy to do that. We're just going to take this here. None of this really matters. We have a pretty sweet little long game plan set up here. And he has a prized elephant. As a 4/4 that he can pay green to give it trample until end of turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and just unsummon that right now. Use up our mana. Maybe even hit a land here. Ooh. That's interesting. Not a land. Yeah, I think we have some decent plays here, though. So what's going to happen is, I think my game plan is to attack with both, ship and then play Primordial Hydra for 2. During our upkeep, we're going to get a trigger from the ring and also a trigger from the Hydra. And with those on the stack, we can Searing Spear the Intrepid Hero, which means that neither of them can get hit. So I think I like that plan, and that's going to give us a nice little game plan here going deep. So let's get this guy down. And then we still have an excellent recovery plan for later in the game just by drawing a bunch. Oh, he's got an Oblivion Ring? So he's gonna have to make a choice here if he's gonna Oblivion Ring or not. You know, he probably is happy to just replay the elephant and then just try to kill our Hydra with his hero, but he kind of has to know that something's up. All right, he's doing it though. Okay, he's gonna prey upon right now. Yeah, I like that play too. That's solid. All right, so kill this. Get our counter. Yay. All right, and we could even offer the trade here, and we're definitely attacking here. Or actually, we can even just leave this guy back, can't we? This is going to be a 5-5. If we attack with both, he'll be tempted to trade. This is actually a really interesting spot. He's at 10. Like, we've actually put a pretty big dent into his life total here. We're one turn away from the staff. If we hit another land, that would take out the Avon Squire and, of course, our Dryness stuff. If I'm patient, though, and I just wait one more turn, then my Force Mage can just attack anyway. Like, it doesn't even care. It just runs him over. If I leave back the Deadly Recluse, then I could trade it for the Prized Elephant as well. I kind of like keeping the pressure on, but I don't love giving him a chance to trade off before this thing is just bigger than his creature anyway. I don't think he's going to want to trade, though. I think he's going to be pretty reluctant to do that. Although, if I only attack with the Force Mage, if I just attack with the Force Mage and leave back the Recluse, he's going to see, look, he can't attack me because he doesn't want to trade for my green Doomblade. And so he'll probably just reluctantly trade off before this thing gets big enough. Okay, normally I think I would attack, but I am just going to sit back this time. I like just waiting another turn. It gets our Force Mage into the ability to just attack him. If we happen to hit Staff of Nin mana, then he can't even double block with this, so like it can really put him in a bad spot. If he attacks with this Elephant, we can throw the Recluse in front of it, I think pretty safely. Like that, I think I'd take that trade. The thing that I'm thinking about, and the only reason why I might not, is because the ring means that any green creature that we have on the battlefield can become a win condition at some point during the game as long as the board's stabilized. But I think that keeping the board stable by blocking with the Recluse is probably a nice little swing. We'd take 3 damage still from the Prize Elephant if he wants to dump a mana into it for trample. But taking 3 and trading is fine. Now, if he just attacks with a Squire, I'm not trading them off. I'll just take the 2 and I'm fine with that. One time. Yeah, that's my favorite card from the set. As we say in the business, not close. All right, looks like he's pretty tanked out. I'm going to pause it until he does something. All right. A solitary white mana. All right, so he's going to pacify our guy, and we're going to take some damage here. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a little annoying. We're going to take 5. If we hit a land here, then we're pretty excited because that means that we don't take anything. Oh, that's brutal. All right, second Prey Upon is pretty bad for us. All right, if we can't beat the guy playing the Mastiff, though, then I'm pretty sad. There's not too many awful... Ooh, that's pretty good. That's just awesome. Yeah. I think I like this one, and you may have this one. That's sick. And then we're still only 1 land away from like being able to just wipe his board. We even have green mana to activate. That's pretty dirty. All right, take 2. Would like to hit that mana, though. That's not that big of a deal. Spiked Baloth. Okay, so let's play a Spiked Baloth, and let's just equip here. That way, he doesn't really have too big of a play because next turn, I'll be big enough to just start attacking or blocking or whatever. Yeah, Visionary, sure. So he has 2 in the air. All right, so just hit a land one time, and then we're out of range of that Avon Squire, and then I think we can slowly take over this game. Hup! There it is. Staff you. I think I'm going to main phase do this. I don't want to give him the chance to hit the pump spell. Do I have an attack here? I do have an attack here. I do actually have an attack. I can attack him. Then he attacks for 3. I block one of them. Even if he has the pump spell, you know, it only make it for 4 damage. If he doesn't block this at all, then he's dead the next turn. So I think I am going to go ahead and send in here. I don't think there's anything with haste that I can worry about here. I guess he could stack up all 3 of them on it. He's going to do that. So now we have to decide if I want to... So he's doing this now. Yeah, this makes sense. Maybe I do just wait 1 turn. That way I can staff him in and take this play away. Although I do feel pretty safe at this point. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it here. One thing that I didn't play around here either, he doesn't have it since this is the way that this has gone. But one card that I should have considered is Titanic Growth, because that could kill me. Although I have to say, actually, I can't play around that anyway. Yeah, so I guess it doesn't really matter. What do I do here? So do I just kill the Faith Mender? I think I just kill the Faith Mender. He gains a few life. We trade off. Yeah, I don't think this was like the best play that I could have made there. I don't think it's horrible, but I don't love it. The reason I killed the Faith Mender is because my Staff of Nin can just kill these things, so... Yeah. Oh, I didn't block. Misclick. And he has Titanic Growth anyway. Okay, so a whole lot happened there in a fairly quick succession. The key point being, though, that I think he top decked this, but Titanic Growth is a card that I actually couldn't play around regardless. He had 3 creatures to my 2, so if I don't attack, I didn't consider it, but it actually ended up being irrelevant anyway, because he can just attack with everything and just kill me. Now, one thing I can do potentially is keep the Staff of Nin up. That was an option. I have to think about that after, though, because if he hits me for 4, I'm at 5. Maybe it was better just to leave the staff up, because then I can untap and kill it. Yeah, I have to think about that. That was a really close one, but ultimately I can't play around or can't win through a Titanic Growth there without leaving at least the staff up. But even then, he just swings with everything, because he would have had the Avon, the 3 guys on the ground. He swings with all of them. I probably just ping the Avon. You know, he just goes, okay, go to damage, and I say, okay, sure, ping the Avon, you know, so I don't take a damage, and then he just Titanic Growth something else that didn't get blocked. So we will play first. Yeah, that seems okay. We need to hit a blue source, but once we do, we get rolling pretty good. Yeah, I actually feel like that was maybe a little bit unlucky. I have to look at the replay just to make sure, but like, I think he would have used that already. Maybe not. All right. You know, I could. One thing that I am thinking now, though, is that if I would have, I decided to take out the Faith Mender. Yeah, see, he had to have top decked that, because if I took out both of his small creatures, then I can block the Faith Mender, and sure, he can gain a bunch of life and kill my guy, but he doesn't win that turn. You know, he just takes the 5 if he already has the Titanic Growth in hand, and just swings out with his team. So, bummer. But like I said, we couldn't have played around that spell anyway, so it goes. All right, so we got a Recluse, and he's got that thing, and yeah, right on time. Yeah, I think I like just plain Divination here. It's not really the best play often on turn 3, but we actually just don't have another play anyway, and I'll trade off this thing here. I don't want to take 3, so. Do your worst, sir. Knight of Glory doesn't really matter to us that much, but I'm definitely not taking 4 damage here. So, Island? So we can race him? Alright, a Spiked Baloth. Yeah, alright. Spiked Baloth will trade for a Knight of Glory if we want it to. We can also just start racing him. I mean, we can go this into Acidic Slime. Probably just going to take out his Forest here. We could take out the Cathedral of War. Depends on what he plays here. Slime's going to do a lot of work, though. I don't think I'm going to block. We take 4, I slime him, and then I can trade it for whatever he does next and hit him. I can also just go Spiked Baloth. If I hit a blue source, I can go Spiked Baloth and then have Unsummon up. Like, we can just tempo him out. Oh, Intrepid Hero. Well, that's awkward. He decides not to attack. Alright, so I might have to just unsummon the Intrepid Hero here just to keep our Spiked Baloth alive for a turn. This is where Talrand's Invocation is sweet. Could also just accept that the Intrepid Hero is going to get my Spiked Baloth, although I'm going to have to do some shenanigans to be able to work through this Intrepid Hero. Mainly, I can draw one of my 2 Searing Spears, or I can just draw an island to cast Talrand's Invocation. Alright, so this guy's definitely getting sent in, though, because he's just dying anyway. So let's ship him in there. And he's just going to take it, because he knows he's just going to kill it. Or he thinks he's just going to kill it. Maybe I just move in here. Maybe I just go Spiked Baloth and then unsummon it. He replays it, and then he's taking like 8 on the crackback, and then he kills 1 and takes another 4. If I draw an island at any point, then I'm like in a pretty good spot. I kind of actually like that line. It's very aggressive, but I kind of like it. Also, if I draw a Searing Spear at any point, then I'm really good to go. I could also just use up all my mana by playing an Acidic Slime here, blowing up his Forest. But that just throws this thing away like it's just dead. Yeah, man, I'm doing it. Let's see if we can just race him. Double Spiked Baloth, sure. Hitting an island would be sweet. I'd love to Talrand's Invocation here. I think that would, if we get a big hit in here, like if that happens, then I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. Interesting if he attacks with his Knight of Glory. If he does, then I'm super tempted to trade off because I want to make sure that I get value for my Spiked Baloth and just being able to 1-for-1 instead of dying to that stupid Intrepid guy. It seems pretty tempting, but at the same time, hitting him for 8 here is kind of plan A, because if I can hit a Talrand's Invocation, then I can just beat him down in the air and probably finish him off. Divine Favor? Alright. Yeah, I definitely don't care about that. Acidic Slime's going to blow up a land and then 2-for-1 him on the ground, so that's fine. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, sir. Ooh, a Force Mage? So I can get in for 8. I can in for 10, but he's at 19. That's a pretty fancy hit there still. Or I can just Acidic Slime and take out his Forest. Yeah, but the Force Mage, this is the time, man. If I'm going to use this Force Mage, it's now, so I guess I better get in that hit while I can. So pump this guy up. He's tapped out, so he's taking this hit right here. Alright, he hit double green, which is pretty annoying. Looks like we're going to get another hit in with our Spiked Baloth, though, so that's pretty sweet. One of them's obviously dying here. Yeah, oh, keep attacking. Okay, that sucks. Definitely need to hit blue here. So I can cast a Sentinel Spider, which has Vigilance, but also just dies. So we can't really do that. So I guess I just have to Acidic Slime him here. If I do that, what am I hitting? Probably a Forest, maybe a Cathedral of War. He's got his colors now. I can't hit his splash. But the Acidic Slime does a ton of work here. Blocks a Vastwood Gorger, also blocks the Knight of Glory. If I attack with both Baloths, does he really block a Vastwood Gorger on it? He might. I think it's like a free roll though. If I attack with all three, he's probably just kills one of the Spike Baloths, take 4 to go to 5, and then eats my Yeva's Force Mage with his Vastwood Gorger, which is kind of a bummer. But this thing's not really doing anything else anyway. So I think I'm going to take that route. I don't think that if he blocks the Spike Baloth on here, then takes the 2, then I'm okay with that too, because the Spike Baloth is just dying anyway. Yeah, that dies. All right, so he called, which is okay. He was okay with taking a 2-for-1 there. Although I probably would have taken it had he given me the chance. Yeah, we'll blow up a Forest. And ship the turn. He is at 7. I just need to hit an island and cast this thing and just kill him. Right now this is going to trade for either this or this, whichever one he decides. If he has a Pacifism, I don't think I can beat a Pacifism. My Sentinel Spider's dead in hand. Looks like he does. Yeah, he does. All right, well, we're just dead then. I think he should have just attacked with all 3. Put us to 1 is pretty good. Yeah, we're just dead. Block. I guess I can make Primordial Hydra be a 1. And then I go block, but then I'm still just dead. Yeah, well, we'll make him do it. I don't think I have any outs, though. He's tanking out here. If he ships the team, he just wins. But if I have something like Naturalize for his pacifism, or if I drew the burn spell, you know, to, I don't know, kill his guy or whatever, like, he can open himself up to some awkward crackbacks. But even if he just attacks with the Knight and the Vastwood Gorger, then I just have to double block. And sure, you know, I get to live an extra turn, but yeah, see, if he would have attacked with the Intrepid Hero last turn, then he pretty much, I think that was for sure correct to attack with it. All right, so block. Yeah, but I'm just drawing dead here. I mean, I don't have any outs to actually win the game. 2 blocks and I'm still dead. All right, so we got beat up here in round 2, but we'll see if we can bounce back in round 3.